morning, everyone. My name is Dan McAllister, and today we are going to do week 4, workout number 1. This is the last week of this workout sequence. Starting next week, I'm going to be doing something different, so stay tuned for more instructions about that later on this week. Today, I got it set up here. I've already done my warm-up, but I'll just demonstrate them to you for real quick. Just doing some banded parts. And then we'll do some wall parts with the mini bands. Then we'll do some external rotations, some alternating floor presses, some dumbbell pullovers, and then some dumbbell overhead holds while we do some leg raises. And then we're going to do some dumbbell rows with a rear delt fly, some dips and some concentration curls. And at the end today, we're going to do a push-up burnout. Now, I'm not going to do that on tape, but I want everybody to do a push-up burnout. And I'll explain that to you later on. Today, I'm not going to stop my tape. I'm going to just let it roll. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let it roll. Okay. So, like I said, I want you to do some warm-ups. Make sure you give me 10 to 15 pull-aparts with your palms facing down. And then from that same position, keep your arms straight above your head. And then come down. Keep your arms straight. Really getting those lats warmed up. Like I said, I've already done these, but I want to make sure I demonstrate for you so you can see yourself. Then after you do that, turn your palms up and pull aparts there. Now remember, don't elevate your neck or shoulders, and you want to squeeze back into those shoulder blades. Okay? Then nextly, if you want this little mini band, I want you to take it, and you're going to do this up against the wall. You're going to take it and do one side. And I want 15 to 20 of these. Then you're going to do the other side. So you go up against the wall and do that for me, okay? You're going to do all that stuff twice and then come back. So go ahead and pause me. Good. Come on, pause me, then come on back, and we're going to get started. So our first circuit, we're going to do some external rotation. So you're going to lay on the floor. I get this arm out just for comfort. You can be like this if you wanted to strike a pose for somebody. Strike a pose, okay? And then what you're going to do with the other arm, you're going to take a weight. You want a 90-degree bend in your elbow. This part of your arm is going to be in your body, and you're going to rotate up. Keeping that body, keeping that arm to the body. Come all the way up and all the way down. External rotations. Now, if you're a beginner, I want 10. Intermediate, I want 12. And advanced, I want 15. Now, if you find yourself with the availability of weights that are too light or too easy, modify them accordingly. If you have questions about that, please send me a message, okay? Meaning, if you need more of a challenge, let me know what you have, and I'll tell you what kind of modifications you want to do. All right? I'm going to do my other side here. Keep your breathing. This is really good if you've ever had any shoulder injuries. I'm sure you've done this in physical therapy. But a lot of times when we lift weights, we forget about the little things that have gotten us healthy. Okay? Great. Let me lighten me up a little bit more here so you can see me. All right, great. Next, we're going to do some floor pressing. We're going to do alternating, okay? So you're going to grab your dumbbells. We're going to lay on back, and I want you to alternate your floor presses. So we can go up and down, up. That's 1. So that's 2. Now that's also 4, depending on how you count. Really press that chest out as you come up, and one arm stays down this time while the other one's pressing. Now, if you're a beginner, again, I want you to do 10. Intermediate, I want you to do 12. And more advanced, I want you to do 15 or 30 each side. But again, it comes down to your weight. So if you have some difference in weight that you need to ask me questions about, please feel free to message me. I'm going to do 2 more. All right, come on up. So now we're going to do some dumbbell pullovers. And I'm going to demonstrate this with two different ways. I'm going to do it one weight. If you have one weight that is heavy enough, keep your arms straight, bring it over your head, and back up. Try not to let your hands hit the floor. I know it's hard to see when you can't see behind you, but try to come back without hitting the floor. Keeping your arms straight. Do not bend your elbows. And then come over. What you want to really do is open up that lat muscle when you go back, and then squeeze the chest when you come to the top. Now, if you have lighter weights, you can choose to do two of them. Whether you want to have them touching or apart, that's up to you. It's a little harder when they're apart. You're going to come over your head, come up, squeeze the chest. So when you go back, you're really lengthening out those back muscles. Come up, you're squeezing the chest muscles. Okay? Doing a dumbbell pullover. I want my beginners, again, 10. My intermediate, I want 12. And people who are more advanced do 15. I'm going to do 2 more. All right, now we're going to do a dumbbell overhead hold with some leg raises. So now you're going to take that, just take a single weight. We're going to hold over our head. And with our legs, we're going to do leg raises. We're going to extend the leg out, come up. Now come back down to about 6 inches off the ground. Breathe out as you come up. We're going to do an overhead hold with leg raises. I want 10 if you're a beginner, 12 if you're more intermediate, and yes, you got it, 15 for my more advanced. I want more challenge people. That probably didn't sound right. You know what I meant. You want more of a challenge. I'm going to do 2 more. Really don't throw that hip up, just raise it up. Perfect. That concludes the first circuit. So again, if you're more beginner people, do 1 set of those. If you're more intermediate, do 2 rounds. And you're more advanced, do 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to my second circuit. But in the meantime, pause. Do your 2 more rounds or 1 more round of that while I set up here. Pause me right now. All right, so our next circuit, we're going to do some dumbbell rows to rear delt flies. So you're going to come over here. You're going to bend over here at the hips, keeping your back nice and straight. You're going to do a row, come down, fly. So you're going to row, come down, fly. A little more distance here. Row, come down, fly. From the front. Row, come down, fly. Again, I want 10 of these if you're a beginner, 12 if you're more intermediate, 15 more advanced. When you come up, really squeeze back into those shoulder blades and squeeze back that way too. I'm gonna do 1 more. All righty, now I'm gonna take my bench. You can use the base of a step, and we're gonna do some dips. Now, I want you to try to keep your legs straight and keep your back close to wherever you are. Don't try to go down to the point where your elbows, where your arms lock out to 90 degrees. That puts too much stress on the front of the shoulder. We don't want that. We're gonna come down and back up. Now, if you need to modify this, bend the knees up. The closer you bring those knees into your body, the easier the dip gets to. When you do the dip, finish out the extension, okay? Squeezing that muscle in the back. I want 10 of these if you're a beginner, 12 if you're intermediate, and 15 for my advanced fitness people. Then lastly, in this circuit, we're gonna do some concentration curls. For those of you who know me, I love concentration curls, all right? You're gonna take your dumbbell, you're gonna take your elbow, you're gonna sit on the end of a bench or a chair. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your elbow in your inner thigh. You wanna keep it there. You wanna grab onto your weight, you're gonna curl up. Breathe out as you come up. The better you can extend the arm out without locking it, the better you can really lengthen out that bicep without causing stress to the elbow. Now, depending on your weight, I want 10 for beginner, 12 for intermediate, and 15 for advanced, depending upon your weight. Again, if you have questions about those weights, please feel free to ask me. Breathe out as you come up. Squeeze that muscle every time you come up. Yeah. You can make noises because you're at home. Who's going to pick on you but your family? My family picks on me all the time. That's what makes it cool. All right. So that completes your second circuit of things. So again, if you're more beginner, that completes your strengthening for that. If you're intermediate, I want you to do another round. And if you're more advanced, I want you to do 3 rounds. All right. Lastly, we're going to do some push-ups to failure. Now, I got to do mine off tape. But what I want you to do is, after you do your third round or second round of your second circuit, I want you to take 2 minutes off. 2 minutes off. Then I want you to get into a push-up position and do as many push-ups as you can. Now, if you find yourself having to rest, so as you're doing your push-ups, if you find yourself getting tired and you need to rest, I want you to rest in the up position, breathe, and then go back down again. Once you're down there and you can't get back up, you're done. All right? Note that number for yourself so that you can challenge yourself in the future of doing more and more. All right? After you do that, stretch out, and our upper body workout is done today. So I would like to thank everybody for showing up today. Please remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the little notification button so you can be alerted every time I put a new video up for me. Also like and follow me on Facebook at Dan Fitness, the number 4, the letter U. And also you can follow me on Instagram, Dan Fitness, the number 4, the letter U. I want to make sure everybody thank everybody today for coming and join me. Please stay safe. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.